I will never forget.
I have stayed in that hostel and had my shoes nicked off my feet. Felt safer alone and more secure on these streets. When we bundle the vulnerable together, predators will appear, taken from those with nothing, governing with nothing but fear. Better off alone, better off alone, better off alone. No trust, no love. Better off alone, better off alone, better off alone. No trust, no love. I have shared a tent with a dead friend laid next to me. No answer in the morning when offered hot tea. What's scary is it didn't scare me a bit. No heat in his skin, no beat from his heart. What's scarier still is he's not the first, probably won't be the last. I screamed all my sorries at cold concrete walls, squatted alone in Nation, but oh, nothing at all. I was a danger to me, I was not born to last. My future was decided by having a past. Better off alone, better off alone, better off alone. No trust, no love. Better off alone, better off alone, better off alone. No trust, no love. I lived in an empty penthouse, squatted in boarded up pubs, forgotten all of my nightmares by using spiced beer and bud. When moving on was never moving up, then I found love. Now I live with my wife, been gifted with 2 boys and 1 girl. I will never forget my life on these streets, or the hurt served up by the world. I will never forget, I will teach my children to see that hostel on the corner used to house me. I was a beggar, a chancer, I was a shoplifting thief. I was so many things, never again set free. He is gone but not forgotten, my love keeps me strong. I learned from my family, this is where I belong. No longer alone, no longer alone, no longer alone. Learn to trust, got loads of love. No longer alone, no longer alone, no longer alone. Learn trust, got loads of love. I am loved, I am loved, I am loved.
Free. This world can be cold when you have no home, no home, with very few friends and no warm clothes. Your old bones are sore from all the stone cold floors, or your sitting position. You are a coalition, your doggy friends and daydreams. You are strong lager on top of stronger cider. It's time to find a nicer narrative, one with a kindness activated additive before you die from the lack of it. You can't be blamed because homelessness came into your life uninvited while you were fighting with a frightening mind. And now you're relying on passers-by to provide the cost of your first frosty jack of the day, because it's that can take you away from all your small change exchanges or copper requests as you dodge death before you cough your last breath. Before you cough your last breath. How can they dispute the destitute from their corner offices? They have got to be stopped from causing more atrocities, but on a street level. Like that devil with a notepad tried to find a broke lad for having no cash and no pad left to crash on. I know that homelessness probably wasn't in your 5-year plan. I can see that you understand that your pal is becoming ghoulish. You were scaring off tourists. Oh, and those in smart suits, those overly astute business executives with their iPods set to a collective set list of smooth tunes and cool vibes as they decide to pass you by and not to give, that's their prerogative. So you were just begging a day, no well-rehearsed verses, because cash converters saw some worth in your tired old amp and fucked up guitar so that you can buy some dog food, maybe a couple cans of a special brew. Yeah. You could succumb to sub-zero mornings, followed by ice-cold nights, as your eyes can't find an escape from yet another day on crumpled knees. They don't see you are homeless, they see you as free. They see you as free. Free to what? Free to what? Free to what? Free to what? Free to freeze. Free to feel starving. Free to be disregarded. Free to what? Free to what? Free to hide inside libraries out of the cold. Free to eat food that grown loads of its own mold. You see, free to what? Free to what? Free to die in your 40s after drifting away from their daytime dash as another lost soul sings for their cash. Free to what? Free to what? Free to wonder what went wrong before singing Elton John's your song. Your song, your song, your song, all sad things. Say so much. Free to hustle, free to bust, free to bust. As night draws in, at the end of cold days, and the whole high street becomes a stage for obnoxious youths or prostitutes. You hear a loud mouth yob with a loud mouth gob. You hear one girl sobs as another fucker laughs as you pass by. Those footpath spikes tonight, you will be just fine, because a bottle of white lightning costs just $4.49. Yes, I'd much rather expect more from myself to have less expected of me. A chance to have less of me to sell than sell a little bit less of me. Nevertheless, I never profess to be the best. Nah, that's a confession. That's incredibly credible, whether you're depressed or blessed with less stress. Yes, yes, yes. Anxiety attacks when I don't know how to act, so I have a wee dram, then act a twat. I'm not vicious or seditious, just a tad over the top. So I gotta get a grip on ridiculous gossip, cause it's not gonna stop unless I stop it. So I best get on top of this shit. There are times I'd rather die than hide inside. It's like, what to write or what not to write ain't the right kind of question, especially when I'm questioning me. I've been brought into question, suggesting with questionable sources and lots of nonsense. Resources left in my psyche. Yeah. I may appear be a bad apple, but where is your proof? Prove what claim and complain about. Your doubts in me didn't come from doubting me, but listening to liars bum. I'm like an abandoned shadow, slipping into bit of midnight, receding till dawn with the dying of the night light. Anxiety attacks when I don't know how to act, so I have a wee dram and act a twat. I'm not vicious or seditious, just a tad over the top. Gotta get a grip on ridiculous gossip, cause it's not gonna stop. Lest I stop it, let's be on top of this shit. You could say I'm a megalomaniac caged within stages of mania. When I say too much, I made a mistake judging my trust for yours. Had doors slammed in my face, disgrace. It's a starvation of my mind that could kill me. At times I'd rather die than hide inside. To write or not to write isn't a question when questioning me. Brought into question by a conquestable with questionable sources. Resources left in my sight. I might be a bad apple, but where is your proof? Prove the abuse you claim and complain about. Your doubts in me didn't come from doubting me. I'm like an abandoned shadow slipping into midnight, receding till dawn with the last of the light. You could say I'm a megalomaniac within stages of mania, and say too much, mistake my trust for yours. Had doors slammed in my face, disgraced. It's a starvation of my mind that could kill me. Anxiety attacks when I don't know how to act, so I have a wee dram and an act a twat. I'm not viscous or seditious, just a tad over the top. So I gotta get a grip on ridiculous gossip, cause it's not gonna stop unless I stop it. So I best get on top of this shit. Listen to this, yes. Death is simply not a possibility or probability. Fear and no odds to count, cause it's not got an opt-in or out option. Each and every living being will be breathing a last gasp before our departure. Our heart's last beat will meet us all, so say it loud. The time for living, well, the time for living is, the time is now.
Yo,
I'm sitting here with my head in a mess, waiting for the rest to go to bed, so it can be just me and the TV. You see, being alone isn't the same as feeling lonely. Like being lonely ain't the same as being alone, because it's their home, it's not mine. I lost mine a long while ago, and although I still have hopes, but I don't grow those hopes until it seems they will only ever be dreams. Here we can move on before too much of me is too much to take. I am one mate's sofa away from my own place, or no place at all. Now I carry all my life in 2 bags for life since the wife and I split. But I still pick up my kids from school because it's not their fault. So I see them most evenings and take them out every other Sunday. But someday I know I will own 4 walls of own to hang all their photos. I will own a double wardrobe that stands next to my bed. I'll have books at the shelf with my self-worth in check, right next to my self-respect. I like to be expected to buy a TV license. It would be nice to vote, provide a part-time home for my kids to stay over. I'm slowly becoming a no one with nowhere to go. No job, no home, is this all I have to look forward to? You know I have to stop at the top of all forms before I can fill in an address. Where am I staying again, and can I list it without risking my mate and his kids' benefits? Because staying there is against the rules. Yes, life seems cruel, but I'm caught in a hole as my short-term goals creep further away, and my own fault control is my only escape until the day it evades me. Is it the situation that's crazy, or is crazy replacing me, making me unable by forsaking my stable traits? I am running out of mates and places to stay. When will my day come, when the sun shines into my eyes through blinds that I forgot to close after going to bed at a time that I chose, where the clothes on the floor belong to those who were born for me? Is it wrong to want more for me than this hell? I think that a prison cell would be better than this, except I wouldn't get to see my kids. But this bitch of a system keeps stripping me bare, and the council won't help. They got no duty of care when I genuinely cared for those that had less. Now I have less friends than back then, as their wits end with me confessing that this depression is taking me to places where I hate me as it confiscate my truest senses. I break down right there on the sofa. How did I fall so far into despair? It was never meant to be like this. Now you know I no longer get to watch my kids' milk turn brown, or cook French toast for those that mean the most to me. Look, I know I was supposed to be strong, but when me and the wife stopped getting along, and it all took a wrong turn, cause my hurt was all I saw. She never pushed me, I voluntarily walk out the door before all was lost, cause I honestly thought I could claw it all back. So I still hack at the hedges, I planted and mowed the lawn I'd sown all alone, because this is still my family's home. It's not a no-go zone, even though I no longer live there. And to be fair, look, I was no picnic to live with when I lost half of my right fist, but it left me bitter and twisted. I'm so far from being fixed, with mixed feeling brought on from the lots. You know I was once the boss of the line, a pro at the pass, as I shared laughs after each service with those I had nurtured and further careers for years. So I'm oh so sorry if my sob story has got to the point of monotony, but it's chopping me down inside. Maybe I could sort out my life, then my wife might have second thoughts. See how hard that I fought to keep all that's normal on the surface. See the her and my kids that make my life worth it. She hasn't replaced me, but before she hated me, we closed the gate on our relationship before it damaged our kids and the life they live. Now I would give all I have to have it all back, but all that I have is in these plastic bags, and all that I am is a shadow of a man. Now the truth hurts, but my life could be worse, cause I've never needed to sleep on these streets. But the friends I have left are losing interest. All warm welcomes are too soon wearing too thin, as I'm moving in and out again on a list for counsel, and try to deal with what could be seen as a small loss. But if I had lost half of my leg, then my life as a chef would be dead, and instead I can't cling on to a career I've been in for years. So the tears still stream down these cheeks as I disappear into dreams on these settees, all owned by my friends. I dream of the garden that I'm still tending in the hope for happier ending, but the separation is crippling. I feel emotionally brittle and weak. I feel like a freak of nature, but I still can't make her change her mind until I can change the way I see myself. Yes, I have been through hell, but I'm on the return journey, turning her into burning ambition. My mission is leaving the lost behind, because it's no longer mine to own, until the day comes and I can turn around and finally go home.
can't escape change. I can't embrace change. I can't face change. I fucking hate change. Why? Obviously and honestly, I've only ever expected more honesty, cause I don't know, won't accept constant apologies. How could I ever be a wannabe when I don't even wanna be me most of the time? Why? This is why I'm not filled with false pride or fake platitudes. This ain't Sylvia Plath, I do. Dude, it ain't voodoo, I'm all gratitude. With more attitude than you deserve to deal with. I was born and built this effective intellect trapped inside a compromised mind. I'm more a mutton that's forgotten to dress up, fam. You're not actually looking at a natural lamb. I'm not slaughterhouse bound. Gonna be around for time if I like it. I can't escape change. I can't embrace change. I can't face change. I fucking hate change. Why? My mind might follow behind, but brain's engaged from the minute I wake. Look, even I ain't brave enough to take me on blood for blood. I'm more of a puddle with mud in hard water. I'm not swell a body, polar 90 bar, bottle chopped then defrosted from a berg. I couldn't quench my thirst with a Titanic sinker. I'm a manic thinker, you think I exist in the shit or I'm a serial life? Lyrically fighting, literally frighten the bars. Motherfucking dark place where my mind meets my brain. Feel the pain. I can't escape change. I can't embrace change. I can't face change. I fucking hate change. I choose my words carefully, swearing unsparingly, especially when you dare me to. I have an active detachment app installed, dude, I'm easily fooled. I got a picture to paint, I ain't playing a role. When I say I'm slaying a troll, now I'm the I troll. I lived on the fringe of every clique that ever existed, never enlisted on. I've been seen as a mean motherfucker, but I'm not. I've just got a really mean it kind of face. I'm kind to my mates, got because I got no gates to keep. No gates keep us here. Yo, see, when I'm keeping, then I'm merely keeping up appearances. When I'm sleeping, it's the only time I can't escape change. I can't embrace change. I can't face change. I fucking hate change. Why? I can't escape change. I can't embrace change. I can't face change. I fucking hate change. I just don't know why.
Does it sit right with you? Does the shit sit right with you? Does it sit right with you? Does the shit sit right with you? I've been championing empathy for what seems like an eternity, and neglecting it was hurting me emotionally and physically. So don't be a dick and see this being nice has nothing to do with being politically left or right. Needing to be seen as being right all the time can't undermine the need to be right in the first place. Does it sit right with you? Does the shit sit right with you? Does it sit right with you? Does the shit sit right with you? It's time to turn a page and lay down all your weapons of war, or just turn them on yourself. Feel the hell you have in store for others. You motherfuckers are fucking up mothers and babies in the same day. Generations of families eradicated and taken away. Complete family trees and their histories reduced to pictures we've seen on the TVs and cinema screens and documentaries documenting the devastation of a nation and the people within it. Lord, out of all these MPs and ministers, a minimal amount will stand and be counted. They enjoy their own surroundings and power. They are drowning in their own self-importance. The dead and dying and not important to them. Whether these deaths come via a fucking underfunded NHS or more bombs already sent to bomb the already bombed those out of existence. All human life is worth a pittance to them. Their life is worthless. Then the license to sell them off for bomb fodder. We have got to use our voices, make as much noise as we can. Does it sit right with you? Does this shit sit right with you? Does it sit right with you? Does this shit sit right with you? No freedom of speech, protection, and our self-expression is stifled to keep the entitled in a life of Riley. But we are the mighty made to look meager by the greedier of nature and the mate. You know, just look at the Michelle Moan shit show. She only knows how to feather her own nest. Well, that and her best friends, yes, they just sit and wait it out until they can say that it's history now, right? It's time to look to the future. How the fuck do they sleep at night? They've had all luck and now they wanna hold it tight, tighter than tight, man. Cause they are so fucking frightened of becoming common. You see, they need to be seen as the elite. They need it as much as the need to breathe. History will be rewritten and erase the mess caused by this baroness and her best friends. No, it's just because her boat was not as big as her closest competitor, so she endangered all the people she considered worth less than her. Does it sit right with you? Does this shit sit right with you? Does it sit right with you? Does this shit sit right with you? Does this shit sit right with you? Does it sit right with you? Does this shit sit right with you?